Right now, across Australia, thousands of shoppers are unknowingly washing their hair with products loaded with cheap fillers, harsh additives, and misleading claims. These shampoos might look premium, smell amazing, and promise miracles, but behind the label, it's a different story. Some are diluted with water and synthetic thickeners. Others rely on harsh detergents that can strip your scalp and leave your hair brittle. And the price tags rarely match what's actually inside. In today's video, we're exposing 12 shampoos Australians should avoid. And at the end, we'll reveal 3 that are actually good for your hair. Plus, I'll show you how to spot the red flags instantly with a few simple in-store tests you can do in seconds. Stay with me. Now, let's kick things off with number 1. Tresemmé, moisture-rich, stocked across supermarkets and discount chemists nationwide. Promises salon-quality hydration at a budget price. Sleek black bottle, fancy font, affordable price tag. But check the ingredients. Sodium lauryl sulfate sits right at the top. This harsh detergent reportedly strips away natural oils, particularly devastating for dry or curly hair. The vague term fragrance appears too, potentially concealing dozens of undisclosed chemicals, some associated with irritation concerns. It's marketed as deeply nourishing, yet the formula relies heavily on synthetic fillers with minimal actual moisturizers. For regular users or anyone with color-treated or sensitive hair, this is concerning. While it promises to hydrate, users report increasingly dry, brittle strands, and irritated scalps over time. And what lurks in number 2 might leave you even more shocked. Pantene Pro V Daily Moisture Renewal. Available at Coles, Woolies, and practically everywhere else. Trusted for generations with its golden promise of scientific hair care. But read beyond the shine. Yes, there's Panthenol, but keep scanning and you'll find a cocktail of silicones like dimethicone paired with harsh cleansing agents. These create a temporary illusion of silky hair by coating your strands in a plastic-like layer that accumulates with each wash. So what happens is, your hair looks healthy, but feels increasingly heavy, greasy, and limp. This buildup literally suffocates your strands, particularly if you wash frequently or have fine hair. Users consistently report more breakage and persistent itchy scalps after regular use. And despite moisture being prominently featured on the label, the actual nourishing ingredients appear far down the list in minimal quantities. That means you're paying for marketing, not moisture. Coming up next is a budget brand that's been quietly cutting quality right under your nose. 3. Aldi Protein Nourish Shampoo. Exclusive to Aldi shelves, ultra cheap, Aussie branded, and promises hair wellness with argan oil. But look beneath that eco-friendly packaging and the truth emerges. Yes, argan oil is listed, but in such microscopic amounts, it's basically just label decoration. What you're actually getting is sodium lauryl sulfate and cocamidopropylbutane, harsh detergents that commonly trigger irritation on sensitive scalps. The formula hides behind vague fragrance without any transparency, plus contains PEG compounds reportedly linked to contamination concerns in industrial manufacturing. While it claims to be nourishing, the formula consists almost entirely of cheap synthetics rather than actual beneficial ingredients. For shoppers watching every dollar, it seems like a bargain at first, but when your hair feels like straw, your scalp itches relentlessly, and frizz takes over by the second week, that bargain quickly becomes a waste. And the product lurking at number 4 might be even more concerning, despite being one of Australia's most aggressively marketed hair brands. 4. Sunsilk Soft and Smooth. Found in bathroom cabinets across Australia and pushed hard in glossy ads. Bright yellow bottle, playful branding, and a big promise of softness with 5 nourishing oils. But dig into the fine print and things start to unravel. Those 5 oils show up way down the ingredient list after preservatives, thickeners, and synthetic polymers. That means their actual impact is minimal at best. The main ingredients include harsh sulfates and heavy silicones that coat your hair with artificial shine, but don't address the root causes of dryness or frizz. For everyday users or teens using this as their go-to product, the results can be dangerously misleading. It may feel silky after the first wash, but repeated use reportedly causes stubborn residue buildup, dulled color, and increasingly irritated scalps. The cheerful yellow packaging catches your eye in the supermarket aisle, but the formula is stuck in the past while your hair pays the price. And the next shampoo on our list uses natural claims in a way that's even more questionable. 5. Herbal Essences Hello Hydration, lining shelves in Woolworths and Chemist Warehouse. Wrapped in beachy coconut vibes and tropical scents, it feels like a summery escape in a bottle. The branding screams natural with its orchid and aloe marketing, but paraben-free doesn't equal problem-free. Behind those island visuals lurks a potent mix of sodium lauryl sulfate and artificial colorants that quickly strip hair. That mysterious fragrance tops the concerns again, concealing a chemical blend your scalp absorbs with every wash. So what happens is, your hair feels amazing for the first few days, then rapidly deteriorates. While it sells itself on hydration, users consistently report dry, brittle ends paired with greasy, itchy roots after regular use. For anyone with colored, curly, or treated hair, this spells disaster. The tropical scent lingers while your hair quality visibly declines, leaving you caught in a cycle of needing more product just to maintain basic softness. And what's lurking at number 6, OGX Argan Oil of Morocco, sold in countless Aussie pharmacies and supermarkets. It looks luxurious with its gold blue bottle and exotic branding. This one leans hard into the sulfate-free angle, suggesting it's healthy and gentle, but flip the bottle and you'll still find a crowded list of synthetic softeners and fillers, including dimethicone and DMDM-hydantoin, a preservative that's raised regulatory concerns overseas due to formaldehyde release. That means your scalp absorbs these compounds with every wash, and while argan oil is highlighted on the front, the actual amount is minimal, buried far down the label behind thickening agents and fragrance. Users drawn in by its glossy promise often report hair that feels coated, not nourished. So what happens is this artificial sheen builds up over time, creating lifeless volume, tangled ends, and flaky scalps. And here's the kicker. It's priced like a specialty product, but performs like a cheap knockoff with a shiny label. If you reach for this thinking you're upgrading your hair routine, you're actually paying more for less. And the kids' shampoo coming up next has claims that deserve even more serious scrutiny. 7. Johnson's No More Tears Baby Shampoo, trusted by generations and stacked in baby aisles across Australia. The gentle yellow bottle promises tear-free bathing for your little ones, but this nostalgic favorite hides uncomfortable truths. Despite the soft branding, it contains cocamidopropyl betaine and PEG compounds, ingredients that have triggered global watchdog concerns for irritation and contamination risks. That tear-free claim isn't actually regulated. It simply means the formula includes numbing agents that temporarily desensitize the eyes rather than being genuinely gentle. Parents reach for it, believing they're choosing the safest option, while sensitive infant skin often develops subtle dryness, redness, or flaking with continued use. The familiar baby scent? Concealed under that vague fragrance term with zero transparency about what's actually touching your baby's skin. While competitors worldwide have aggressively reformulated for true safety, this classic has barely changed its core formula. For parents applying this daily to newborns or children with eczema or sensitivities, the consequences can be particularly concerning. And what lurks in shampoo number 8 takes clean beauty claims to an entirely new level of deception. 8. Love Beauty and Planet Coconut Water and Mimosa Flower, proudly displayed in eco-friendly sections of Woolies and Coles. The pastel bottles, plant-based messaging, and vegan logos scream clean beauty. But take a closer look. This shampoo still contains sodium lauryl sulfate, a harsh surfactant reportedly stripping natural oils from your scalp with each wash. The coconut water and mimosa flower extracts appear in trace amounts, buried far behind thickening agents and chemical stabilizers. So what happens is, you're paying for the feel-good packaging while your hair quietly suffers. The brand showcases its recyclable bottles and perfume-like fragrance, but conveniently avoids explaining what's actually in that vague fragrance listing. Consumers buying into the natural image often assume it's free of irritating additives, yet user reports consistently mention dry, brittle hair, unexpected scalp flare-ups, and rapidly fading color after regular use. That means your environmental values are being leveraged while your hair quality declines. For those steering toward genuinely cleaner options, this could be a sneaky, expensive detour. And what's next is a salon label shampoo that charges luxury prices while its formulation tells a very different story. 9. Kevin Murphy Hydrate Me. Wash. Shelved in boutique salons and premium haircare retailers. Marketed like luxury skincare for your scalp, with sleek design and botanical buzzwords. But behind the aesthetic lies a formula full of contradictions. While it proudly features Kakadu plum and shea butter, the ingredient list reveals film formers like PEG 150 and synthetic polymers that accumulate with every wash. So what happens is your scalp can't breathe, leading to lifeless hair that feels increasingly heavy. The term hydrating becomes questionable when moisture-binding agents aren't balanced with lightweight humectants, leaving users with flat roots and greasy ends by day 2. The pricing is eye-watering at around $40 a bottle, yet those luxurious botanicals appear in such microscopic amounts, they're practically just label decoration. That means you're paying for the minimalist packaging and salon endorsement, not superior performance. For Aussies seeking genuine hydration without emptying their wallets, this premium pick delivers premium disappointment. Users with fine or color-treated hair report increasingly weighed down strands that look dull despite the premium price tag, and the trendy supermarket option coming up next hides even more damage beneath its volumizing claims. 10. Monday Volume Shampoo. Stacked high in coals and plastered across social media feeds with millennial pink branding. It's visually on trend and promises salon-level volume at a friendly price. But scan the back and it's a familiar story. The formula leans heavily on sodium lauryl sulfate and synthetic polymers that create instant fullness that quickly turns to brittleness with continued use. Fragrance ranks high again, concealing a cocktail of mystery chemicals that regularly trigger reactions in sensitive users. While the brand proudly displays its cruelty-free and vegan credentials on the front, the actual formula reads nearly identical to bargain brands costing half as much. So what happens is your hair gets that initial Instagram-worthy bounce, then develops a waxy, suffocating film that masks accelerating damage. Users consistently report heavier, greasier roots and increasingly parched ends, particularly devastating for those already battling fine or thinning hair concerns. That means your trendy pink bathroom accessory is silently sabotaging your hair goals with every wash. And the next shampoo on our list wraps itself in scientific authority and salon prestige, while hiding one of the most controversial additives still circulating in Aussie hair care. Today. 11. Redken All Soft Shampoo. Sold in salons and big box retailers like Hair House and Maya. It looks clinical and premium, with claims of softness through argan oil and moisture complex technology. But turn the bottle around and that shine fades fast. Alongside the argan extract are BHT and methylisothiazolinone, preservatives reportedly linked to sensitivity and irritation concerns in multiple global studies. These aren't front label features, yet they contact your scalp with every wash, particularly risky for those with already dry or frizzy hair. So what happens is, your hair feels luxuriously soft at first, then develops increasing fragility and breakage over time. That means you're losing hair strength while thinking you're repairing it. And despite commanding a $30+ price tag, those high-performing naturals appear in trace amounts compared to the synthetic fillers dominating the formula. It markets itself through sleek, science-backed branding, but the ingredient profile reads suspiciously like a mid-range supermarket bottle with a luxury tax slapped on top. For consumers investing in premium care, this delivers short-term softness masking long-term damage. Now, if you're still watching, comment the number 11 below to let me know. And don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss the next exposé. Because the final shampoo on this avoid list takes greenwashing to a whole new level, and you might even have it in your shower right now. 12. Aesop Classic Shampoo, found in designer bathrooms and luxury hotels across Australia. With its minimalist brown bottles and herbalist aesthetic, it presents itself as the thinking person's premium haircare. But beneath that apothecary branding lurks a formula surprisingly similar to budget options. It contains sodium lauryl sulfate right near the top, alongside multiple synthetic preservatives that contradict its natural image. The celebrated botanical extracts like rosemary and cedarwood oil appear in such minimal amounts they're essentially fragrance rather than active ingredients. So what happens is, your scalp receives the same harsh treatment as with supermarket brands, while your wallet takes a $50 hit. Users consistently report increasingly brittle strands, irritated scalps, and that signature scent fading within an hour. That means you're essentially paying for the status symbol of Aesop packaging on your shower shelf, not superior hair health. The brand relies on words like botanical and aromatic excellence, instead of backing up its premium claims with genuinely gentle, nourishing ingredients. For conscious consumers seeking actual hair benefits, this delivers Instagram appeal with bargain brand performance. Now that we've exposed the worst offenders, let's shift gears and look at 3 shampoos that actually deliver on their promises and truly deserve a place in your shower. 1. Sukin Naturals Purifying Shampoo, widely available at Chemist Warehouse and health food stores. This Aussie-made option completely skips the harsh chemicals, with no sulfates, silicones, or synthetic fragrances anywhere in sight. The ingredient list reads refreshingly short and transparent, loaded with plant-based actives like nettle and burdock that actually work. So, what happens is, your scalp gradually rebalances while hair becomes visibly softer and more manageable within weeks. The mild herbal scent isn't masked by artificial perfumes, delivering a genuine botanical experience with each wash. It's particularly transformative for sensitive scalps, daily washes, and anyone transitioning from chemical-heavy formulas. At under $15, it delivers salon-quality results without the premium price tag, making it one of Australia's best-kept hair care secrets. And coming up next is a supermarket standout that quietly outperforms products 3 times its price. 2. Essano Argan Oil Nourishing Shampoo, stocked at Woolworths, Coles, and online. This brand skips the usual fluff and filler, focusing on genuinely hydrating ingredients like certified organic argan oil and aloe vera that actually appear in meaningful amounts. No sulfates, parabens, or synthetic dyes anywhere in sight, which instantly puts it ahead of competitors. So what happens is, your hair receives a smooth, lightweight cleanse without the suffocating residue or harsh stripping. Users consistently report softer, shinier hair that doesn't suddenly crash 2 days later, like with silicone-based products. The scent is subtle, naturally floral, and free of those overpowering chemical clouds that follow you all day. It's breathable enough for daily washing and particularly gentle on color-treated or frizz-prone hair that typically suffers from standard formulas. While many natural shampoos compromise on cleaning power, Essano delivers a balanced, nourishing wash that supports genuine hair health over time rather than just temporary shine. It's a mid-price option that performs like something twice its cost, yet readily available without requiring a special shopping trip. And the final recommendation takes a minimalist approach that's gaining serious traction for doing more with less. 3. MooGoo Milk Shampoo, easily found at pharmacies like Priceline and online. This Aussie-born brand is built specifically for sensitive scalps and skips all the usual offenders. No sulfates, no parabens, no synthetic fragrance, and absolutely no harsh preservatives. Instead, the formula relies on gentle coconut and glucose-based cleansers, combined with actual milk protein for genuine softness and scalp healing. So what happens is, your hair gets properly clean without being stripped raw, and your scalp stays calm, not red and angry. It's particularly trusted by people with eczema, persistent itching, or parents needing something truly gentle for kids' delicate scalps. The label is refreshingly honest, with no mystery chemicals lurking behind fancy marketing terms. For anyone seeking a product that feels clean, safe, and consistently effective with every single wash, MooGoo delivers real results without the boutique price tag. Now, the next question is, how do you spot these red flags yourself when you're standing confused in front of shelves packed with flashy promises? Start with the label. If you see fragrances listed without details, that's an instant warning sign. Scan for sulfates like sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium lauryl sulfate near the top of ingredients. These signal harsh cleansing agents. Look out for PEGs, parabens, and terms like DMDM Heidentoin, which have triggered regulatory concerns globally. Ingredients listed at the bottom are usually just marketing fluff, present in microscopic amounts. Compare size and price carefully. Smaller bottles often cost significantly more per wash than better formulas in larger sizes. Avoid packaging that showcases eco-friendly designs while using vague claims like infused with oils without specific percentages. Skip anything with an overpowering scent right out of the bottle. Intense artificial fragrances typically mask chemical-heavy formulations. And if the packaging feels overly trendy or Instagram-ready, it's likely prioritizing style over substance. Now you know what to avoid and what to trust. That's our mission at Aussie Exposed. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone staring confused at shampoo shelves right now. See you in the next episode, where we uncover more hidden truths behind everyday Aussie products.